Good evening, fellow classmates. My name is Prince Muhindom, as many of you might remember from my previous videos. Today, I'm talking about different subjects. I choose to speak about the mechanical parts to two different audience. So the first one, this one will be for an audience of people who are not really familiar with mechanical engineering or mechanics of airplane. So I'll be talking about airplane, how an airplane get to take off and or lift off from the ground. So for beginners or for the first option, I'll talk about how the four arms of an airplane. So there is a lift force, a weight that acts down. There is a drag that pull it on the right, and there is a thrust that pull the airplane on the left. Let's keep it that way. So let's talk a little bit about weight. For example, when you drop a stone into the ocean, as you notice, it will sink right deep down. If, let's say, you chuck a stone off the side of a mountain, it's gonna fall right down as well. Sure, it's different places, different scenarios, but they both involve weight, they both involve gravity. So beside those effects, we still have a steel ship or heavy ships that still floating on the oceans, and we still have really heavy aircraft that still take off. So the way I can explain this, or the way we can achieve the flight, is we have to explore those four basic aerodynamics forces of the airplane. So lift, weight, thrust, and drag. You can think of them as the four arms holding the plane in the air, each pushing from a different direction. If you stick your hand out of a car, let's say for example when you're driving, you open the window, stick the hand out, you will see that you experience a very simple demonstration of a drag force at work. The amount of drag your hand creates depends on a few factors, such as the size of your hand, the speed of the car, and the density of the air. So if you were to slow down, you'll notice that the drag on your hand will decrease as well. That's something I've tried myself today just whenever I was preparing for this video. It's pretty fun and cool whenever you know what's causing the motion. Uh, that will be all for how the airplane take off. So for the four arms parts, it's really the thrust kind of pull the airplane in the front, the drag pull it back, the weight push it down, the lift keep it up, and that create kind of an equilibrium for the airplane to stick in the air. And thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.